The channel is guaranteed to have the fastest voiceover script on YouTube. Everyone remember to support with a like. The young man Salvo clenched his fists and walked towards the net to look at the golden rice man with the treasure. Come here. The other golden rice guy also waved his hand. Hello. Wait, no hurry. Are you planning on just doing that to block my 3 moves? Young Salvo also quickly understood that sentence. Then Salvo slowly took out his backpack. Don't forget to raise your hand and make the on-hit on kin symbol to annoy the other guy and then speak. Now, is that okay? Seeing this scene, the guys standing outside gasped and their whole bodies were filled with sweat. The red rice guy opened his mouth and said, "This kid really doesn't know how high the sky is. That's a martial artist with courage. Dare to look down again." The purple rice guy also continued speaking. "This kid ate bear liver and bile. Dare to anger them again. Is it because I want to be seriously injured? It's true that youth hasn't experienced life yet. My brother, take care of it yourself. Stick out your tongue hungrily." Seeing the stupid, delicious baby in front of him grow bigger, I'll let you know what is true patience. His whole body exuded a strong yellow aura. Salvo's face was now surrounded by the other man's strong yellow spirit. The other guy swung a rock. A few guys outside saw the worm-filled intestines and exclaimed in fear, "This power!" The purple rice guy was so scared that he stopped growing. It seemed he had seen something extremely dangerous. It turned out that the blonde man's liver energy had flown in front of Salvo, but it had no effect on Salvo at all, because young people solve it very easily. The young man Salvo was still calmly observing. The time had come for Salvo's green spirit to shine strongly. Salvo quickly wiped the other guy. Han saw that his courage was completely blocked by his opponent, and the opponent even wiped it away so quickly that he stood still and was startled. In one quick move, Salvo's arm had strangled the guy. "Yellow!" he cried out in pain. You let me out quickly." Beam! He was pushed hard by Salvo into a nearby wall. Several students nearby were frightened. "Couldn't believe what I saw. This. My face was filled with a foul smell." The red-haired man had to exclaim in utter surprise. "What the fuck? What is going on?" A top level 5 martial artist with a small amount of courage was neutralized so easily. Purple hair and angry white eyes. "Star, how is it possible? It was just one afternoon that knocked me out." Immediately after that was the image of the blonde man lying sprawled with his head planted on the ground. Dark smoke and dust. The fat guy stared wide-eyed. Liver energy can be crushed with the palm of your hand. It seems like the person inside is about to reveal himself. "Let go." Teenager Salvo turned to look at the other guy who was drinking milk tea. Han was angrily squeezing his milk tea cup. Salvo came over and asked, "Can I go?" The guy was angry but couldn't do anything. "I could only crush the milk teacup and answer." "Okay." So Salvo opened the door and boldly walked in. As you walked, don't forget to put your hands in your pockets to create a cool look. Stepping into the body of young Salvo's cosmetic room, these guys deliberately prevented him from taking the defense. Think of the name of the forest. Well, let's help him get one too. From inside Salvo disembarked. "Hey fat guy. Let's go in." Lamb Track also quickly reached out to take it. The newspaper reporter held the room function in his hand and happily turned towards it. "Oh yeah, arrived. Thank you." The remaining guys nearby exclaimed jealously. "Ugh, I want to follow you too." The fat guy took Salvo's backpack with a face as fresh as a flower. "Hee hee. Let me help you carry it, uncle." Seeing Salvo and the fat guy pass through the door so easily, the remaining guys continued to talk. "Passed so easily?" That guy with long hair didn't take action either. Maybe he felt like he couldn't compete with him. Meanwhile, the remaining blonde guy immediately called, "This, Tran Huyen. This year it seems like there will be some tough players." Scene changed to the dormitory. Instead, Salvo looked at a newly built tall building and exclaimed, "This is the right place. The dormitory is even better than imagined. It turned out that I was given a separate house. This house is no smaller than the new house in the countryside. The important thing is that everything is free for me. It's over. Using free products is still the best. Ha ha ha." The fat guy saw the spacious and luxurious house and was extremely excited. Hands and feet perform tricks. There. That is the house of veteran Dang Long. Friend. Are you not Salvo? The fat guy's eyes are shaped like stars and he's standing tall. Oh man. Salvo saw that the fat man was extremely surprised and asked again. Star? Doesn't it look the same? The fat man, lamb track, smiled sweetly. Instead of being fat, he let out flattery. Ah hi, similar. Extremely similar. When I was wandering around and lost, I saw that you were not normal. Didn't expect it to be so disgusting. At this moment, the fat man looked like he was about to shed tears, then he breathed in and confessed his feelings. At first, I thought I was still in the same situation. Who would have thought that as soon as I entered, I would see you, to avoid encountering monsters like you. I specifically enrolled in the 7th Martial Arts University, also known as the 7 Martial Arts Saints. The fat guy walked away and continued talking. I think you guys will go to martial arts universities before then. Unexpectedly, the strongest person like you also entered the 7 Saints martial arts. Listen to Lamb Track's long confession. Member Salvo was a little skeptical and asked again, what's up? The 7 martial arts saints are very weak? Receiving this question from Salvo, Lamb Track explained, I heard it said in the house. If not, why is it called Saturday? The candidates who have applied in recent years have all entered the top martial arts universities. I looked up the results of the annual National Student Martial Arts Congress. The 7th Holy Martial Arts University often ranks last. This is considered the weakest. Member Salvo smiled lightly and said, whether weak or strong, is still the martial Tao passed down from the martial saint. Enough for you to practice. Stop. I still have work. Talk to you later. Member Salvo entered the house and closed the door when Lamb Track's voice echoed from outside. You please give me the Facebook. Stepping inside, Member Salvo leaned back on the sofa and thought. The interior is also not badly equipped. Even the sofas are made of beast skin. Has everything needed. Country people go to the city for the first time. Seeing a simple remote on the member's desk, he didn't know and asked, what is this? The member clicks 1 and a series of instructions immediately appear on the screen. Tips to overcome the 13 levels of Voton Towers. The fierce male hunter tore away the male robber beast with his bare hands. Those with a weak heart should consider before watching. Featured character on this month's Holy Tower rankings. High energy warning. Members see the rankings and are curious. Oh. The leader So the member clicked to watch. A channel whose ID is 119. Exclusive information. Watch live. The classic battle of Tranwai Huyen Do Tu Lan. First place page in ranking of male students at 7 Saints Vo Dao University. The school website also has a lot of information. See comments. These two seem to be the 2 strongest male undergraduates in the school. See what your level is. Salvo focused on the screen showing the scene of 2 final male students preparing to compete for rank. One guy holds it. Sword. What a pawn. It is an immortal classic battle of the big brothers. Suddenly while watching, a notification appeared that made me lose my excitement. Watch it for 10 or 5 seconds. Time out. Please register for a paid account with points to continue watching. The young man Salvo then distorted his face and exclaimed, indeed. Every video website in the world is the same. Right now I don't even know my student number. Completely unable to register. Let's think about it later. Take the time when you don't have anything to practice vigorously with a little visualization. That outdoor space is not me. The young man took out a bag filled with medicine. Before coming here, I had already made 30 bottles of golden dragon water. It's probably creepy enough. The young man quickly drank a bottle. The effect is extraordinary. Let me practice. Tension radiated throughout young Salvo's body. While practicing the exercises, suddenly there was a knock outside the door. Door. Beam. Young man Salvo turned around and asked, who's that? There was no response from outside, but the sound of beams continuously coming in. At this time, Salvo confirmed that it was no longer the sound of knocking on the door, but the increasingly loud sounds of kicking the door. Cracks appeared on the door. Young man Salvo opened the door and walked out. Footprints are still on the door. Salvo asked angrily. Who is that? A red-haired guy with a very aggressive face. Two glowing red eyes. It's me, you are the guy. Before the other guy could accept his words, Salvo punched him. The other guy flew away. Beam. Smoke and dust a few dozen meters away. When the two locals who were accompanying him saw this scene, their whole bodies exuded a cold, foul smell. Both hands clenched his pants in fear. The more energy on the body radiates the skin. Young man Salvo spoke loudly. Go back and learn how to knock politely, then find me. At this time, I have a hot temper. Martial arts are high. Don't tease me. Lying means eating porridge. Everyone remember to support with a like. Extremely grateful.